Alright, we played these games by the letter of the rule book. Boston, Montreal. So, the last time these two teams played, I believe was on June 11th. Let me check. Yes. So, almost a month ago, and Montreal won that game 4-0. Boston's figured it out. I think during that stretch they had lost 4 in a row. But now, you know, Montreal went on a bad losing streak, but they've made some changes. At left wing, they've decided to stay with Mason Gertzen, even with Jesper Bratt available. Mason Appleton has moved to right wing, so he's still in the lineup, but he moves to right wing. Meanwhile, Isaac Lundestrom moves to center. So some changes for Montreal, and James Reimer starts in the net. No changes for Boston, aside that Nikita Tolopilo gets the start of the net. So, let's start this game. It is 4:34 right now. And now our game is underway. Royals win the face-off. Appleton sends it across to Gertzen. He fires a save. He had 3 goals in the last game on Monday against New York. In the middle, Zibanejad taps it back to Foley. Wrist shot, a save. Goes back and behind the net, and they'll reset structurally. Boston wearing black, while Montreal wearing white in this one. Regal white. Bunting has it. He fires, missed the net. Gertzen has it. Near sideboards. He'll go to the middle. It hits Lundestrom. Here's Lundstrom back to Appleton. He fires on, a save. Bunting to the near side, Zibanejad back to Bunting. He'll look. He'll fire on. Reimer knocked it away. But they're saying it was going high. Gertzen fires, a good save by Tolopilo. To Foley. To the middle, Zibanejad fires, save, and it bounces out of bounds. So some nice action there, but pretty back and forth. Nothing too unbelievably fancy just yet. They will face it off near side. It's won again by the Royals. To the middle, Lundestrom. Back to Appleton. He fires on, a save. Rebound, 2 saves by Tolopilo. So far, Montreal getting more shots. Toffoli has it. He'll play it up to Zibanejad. He'll turn and shoot, stop. Rebound comes out to Bunting. He is also denied by Reimer. Toffoli will send it up to Zibanejad. Back to Toffoli. He'll snap it, and he scores! Tyler Toffoli opens the scoring tonight. A beautiful snapshot. An absolutely perfect shot over Reimer. Boston up. And at the same time right now, there's a World Cup match happening at Boston Stadium, as I am legally required to call it right now. I can't say its actual name, Gillette Stadium. It's France-Morocco, and in the 72nd minute, France is leading 2-0. Zibanejad, back to Toffoli. He does the snapshot again. Man, why doesn't he do that more? Appleton, okay, so they're figuring out the snapshot method. So here's Bunting. He'll look. He'll fire on, a save. Rebound to Foley, a second save. And it's played out, turnover to Foley, and it rolls in the net. I think that's a goal. It never deflected off anything. A mishandle by Toffoli, and the game is tied. They're saying it's a goal. Yes, it rolled. Yes, it changed direction, but it never deflected. It stayed in one continuous motion. It's a goal. We are tied. Bruce Cassidy wants an explanation, but he's not going to get one. Oh my goodness. He's not going to be happy with that. But the game is tied at 1. We're not sure who's going to get it. We'll review that after the game. Toffoli across to Bunting. Swing and a miss, but he eventually gets the shot on. I forgot to turn off Do Not Disturb on this thing. I totally forgot, and it pulled up text messages. Great. I always forget something when setting up for these games. So we are just going to wipe that out and try again. There, this time, and of course it went out of bounds. And of course the clock didn't stop. Okay, now I hate this game all of a sudden. Of course it went out of bounds! Of course it hit out of bounds! Can it stop hitting out of bounds? Finally, a face-off that's inbounds. Gertson has it. He fires, blocked, and of course it went out of bounds. We got a 1-1 game here. On an own goal by Tyler Toffoli. Sends it across to Bunting and a save. Drop back pass, he's got it. Bunting plays it up to Zibanejad. Fires on, a save is made. It's going to be played around to Michael Bunting. He'll send it across to Toffoli. Toffoli up to Zibanejad. Leaves it for Toffoli. He fires a big block by Lundestrom. Now Bunting threw it away. Ends up in behind the net. Reimer's going to go there, and the Royals are going to reset structurally. Reimer plays it out to Gertson. Gertson across. Appleton. Back to the middle. Reimer taps it up to Lundestrom. He fires. Got the shot through and a save by Tolopillo. Zibanejad. They're going back and forth. Zibanejad fires on a save. Halfway through here. Lundestrom fires on a stop. Toffoli trying to snapshot again, but this time it doesn't work. He sure loves that snapshot. We'll face it off near side. 2:25 for the period. Toffoli to the middle. Zibanejad fires a save. They have it back right up next to the goal. And Bunting having a little trouble with it. He'll just leave it for his goaltender. Zibanejad. Bunting. Not a Toffoli. He'll fire in a big block. And it went out of bounds, of course. Because there's no other place for the puck to go, obviously, than out of bounds. .209 left in the first period. Face-off won by the Shamrocks. It's in the corner now. Bunting will bring it there. They'll reset just a little bit. Bunting will look to play it out. Here's Zibanejad. Zibanejad fakes it. Bunting taps it back to him. He'll turn and shoot a save. Gertson will go to the middle. Lundstrom shoots, stopped. Rebound comes back to him and a save. Into the corner now. It's played up at nearly in the net. That's going to be a shot on goal. It wasn't intentional, so no penalty or warning issued. It's really on deliberate actions. Lundestrom hit the post. Rebound, a save. And now Gertson has it. In the corner, he'll dig it out. Plays it onto the line off of Lundestrom. Bunting. Oh, it came back to him. Bunting to Toffoli. He'll send it back across. Bunting scores! Nothing Reimer could have done. That thing had so much pace. On his stick and off. As if it's nothing. Seems like Boston's got its mojo back. I'm a sailor pig, and I lost my leg. Climbing up the top sails, I lost my leg. 1:18 for the period. Zibanejad across Toffoli. He'll wind up and fire a shot. It's denied by James Reimer. Toffoli will play it out of the corner. Now Zibanejad turns and shoots a save again. See, we've really made an effort to make the games more realistic in terms of scoring. So now not every game is 2-1 after one. There aren't 10 goals being scored every night. Because we eliminated, just get the puck and shoot. We eliminated that. You got to pass at least once. But you get one immediate rebound shot. Just one. And also the one completed pass, we enforce that pretty loosely at this point. As long as the puck is in vicinity of the intended player, we'll usually give it to you. Zibanejad whiffs it. Now Bunting fires a save. They're saying still in play. Toffoli will ring it around far side Bunting. Threw it away to Gertson. Now in the middle, Lundestrom will look. He'll look and shoot a save again by Tolopillo. He's given up one goal, and it was an own goal. They win the face-off. It's sent back to Bunting. Now he plays it up. Zibanejad back to Bunting. It comes back to Zibanejad. He fires on and a save. Gertson gave it away. Now to the middle. Zibanejad. He'll try again and a save. Gertson goes to Lundstrom. Stopped again. They get the rebound. A save again. Why not just go to Gertson more? He had a hat trick in the last game. It's sent across. It's a turnover. A shot on. Another save by Tolopilo on Appleton playing it right wing. Bunting sends it back to Foley from distance. A save. They got time for one pass. They go to the middle. It came back to Gertson. A shot. Not even close. From Lundstrom. And a different buzzer than normal. Not sure why I'm using that. It was also muted, of course. Like always. So anyways, we are through one here in Boston. It is 2-1 Shamrocks. Alright, we're back for the second period. The attendance tonight is 17,489. So about 70 or so seats shy of a sellout, 60 or 70. So Boston leading 2-1. We did a little bit of a review. Not a video review, but just a play review. The own goal is the correct decision. So anyways, we'll face it off for the second. Appleton, that was a fast chance. Wow. Alright. I think that tells me everything I need to know. Where is the puck? Did it get lost? I saw it bounce up in the air, but I don't know where it went after that. Where is the puck? Oh, no. No, we didn't lose it again, did we? I don't think I could even waste my time trying to find it, because that's going to take forever. I thought I heard it. Wait, I heard the puck, but I didn't see it. See, that's just perfect. When I hear the puck, but don't see it. Eventually, I just had no choice but to cut the cameras because finding the puck was taking way too freaking long. I hate this game because, you know, it's been 17 minutes and we're not even through the second period yet. So this is going to take forever. Royals win the draw. Never mind, it's on the line. Now it's won by the Royals. Lundstrom drops it back to Gertson and a shot save. Rebound comes out to Appleton. He makes the save, knocks down the rebound. Gertson will try again. Another save. Puck sent up ahead. Shamrocks have it. Zibanejad drops it back to Foley. Zibanejad fires on. A save again by Reimer. Appleton plays it up ahead. It's a turnover. Drop back pass. Here's Bunting to Foley. Back to Bunting. He fires, save, and it went in the net on the bounce, of course. So let's stop the game again. God, we need to find a way to make these stops, just not make the game last so long. Because it just takes forever. Oh boy, France is on the attack. Take the shot. Save. Anyways, here, Appleton fires block. I need to know why all the faceoffs go to the same team in each period. There's a shot stop. Rebound to Foley, a save. Here's Bunting. He'll look on. Reimer made another stop. Appleton plays it up. It's on the line, and it's won by Boston. Here's to Foley. Up to Zibanejad. He faked. Now real. Lundstrom blocked it. Gertson across. Appleton. Back across. Here's Mason Gertson. A shot and a save. It's played up to Bunting. Zibanejad. Now Bunting has it again. He drives and a save right at Reimer. And now played up to Mason Gertson. Not even close. And then it's played up and it's turned over. Gertson. Lundstrom will try again and a save. Bunting will send it over to Toffoli. He'll look on. Might have hit the bar. And a rebound scored! Mika Zibanejad got a juicy rebound off a post hit from Toffoli. And Boston leads by 2. Reimer did get a piece of it, but ultimately not enough. I'm a sailor, hey, and I lost my leg. Quick. Gertson across, here's Appleton. He'll look on and fire in a save, and the puck rolls a mile away. Of course. Oh my god. That's the price of playing these games. I need to figure out a way to have barriers to where the puck doesn't roll a mile away every time. Appleton gave it back to Mason Gertzen in a shot save. He got the rebound and threw it away to Toffoli. Now he'll give it to Zibanejad, and Reimer made the stop, and the second period is taking forever. They'll face it off far side. Face off one to Montreal. Lundstrom will look and shoot, and a save is made again. Bunting plays it up. They get it back and score! In and out! 4-1 Boston. This is going to get embarrassing real quick. If Montreal doesn't figure this out soon. And if you're Patrick Waugh, you consider pulling Reimer. He's not going to do it yet. The face-off won by the Royals. Appleton will fire in a save. Rebound blocked by his own guy. And then it's played to Toffoli. Zibanejad back to Toffoli, and a shot hit the post and hit out of bounds. They gave him the shot on goal, and they're saying it's live? What? Not sure what the officials are talking about, but anyways, Boston leading 4-1 here. This is going to get embarrassing really fast. Bunting fires on. That's their 32nd shot. Tapped into the corner. Gertzen will just take it there so they can reset structurally. Montreal has got their work cut out for them. Appleton will turn and fire in a save. Lundstrom in the middle, a second save by Tolopillo. Second period's been relatively even in terms of shots. About halfway through this game, Boston leading by 3. Face-off won by the Royals. They'll throw it across. Gertzen fires off the post. A close call for the young Royals left winger. They'll face it off again on the far side, and again it's won by the Royals. They're all won by the same team. Lundstrom to Gertzen, across to Appleton, a save. He got the rebound. He'll try again and a second save. Here is Gertzen. He'll look. Here's Lundstrom. Oh, he fumbled the puck, and now he fires, and a stop is made again. Bunting, uh-oh. You can't do that, bud. I'm not sure what he's thinking there. Offensive restriction warning against the Shamrocks. It is on Michael Bunting. So Boston is on a warning. You do it again, it's a penalty. Face-off won by the Shamrocks. Toffoli will send it across to Bunting. Bunting back to Toffoli. He fires on. Reimer got a piece. And the puck went out of bounds. 1:54 to go in the second. Shamrocks leading at 4-1. It went in the net. All right, hold on. Hold on. Did that go straight in? Because that would be really unfortunate if it went straight in. So we will have to do a review. Bruce Cassidy thinks it's a goal. Tyler Toffoli thinks it's a goal. If the face-off went straight in and did not change direction off the boards or a player, it's a goal. We'll be right back. Hold on a minute. All right, after official review, it's a goal. It was straight in off the face-off. It's 5-1. Everything is going wrong for the Royals. And if you want to make a goaltending change, the time is now. Soderblom hasn't played since Monday. Do you go back to him? It looks like Waugh is contemplating it, and he's going to do it. James Reimer gets pulled again. Man, he might get traded after the game if anybody wants them. And in comes Arvid Soderblom. He'll try and weather the storm. Comes in the game in relief of James Reimer. He stops 29 of 34 in this one and allows 5 goals. Done for the night. Just sad to see if you're a Royals fan. 5-1 Shamrocks. Here's Appleton. He'll fire on a stop. He got the rebound, a second save made. Played up ahead to Bunting. He'll shoot on. Soderblom makes his first save. But then they turned it over to Foley. Soderblom made a second save. And it looks like full time in Boston. France 2, Morocco 0. 1:38 left in the second. Here's Gertzen. He fires, missed the net, and it bounced out. On top of his coach, Patrick Waugh. Oh, look at this. He threw the puck over the glass. That's a penalty. I think he just tried to throw it back onto the ice, in which it wouldn't have been anything, but now, yeah, that's a bench minor penalty. Uh-oh. The officials are discussing it right now. And yep, it's a bench minor. They're going to send Appleton. So Boston will now go on a power play. Montreal already trailing 5-1 is now going to have to kill a penalty. Face off, bounced in the net off the boards. It's not a goal, so now Montreal's going to get a face off in their zone. Lundstrom will take it. Maybe this line combination just isn't going to work. Face off, won by the Shamrocks. It goes to the middle. Zibanejad fakes the shot, now takes it in a save. Montreal gets 5 passes, but they turned it over. Bunting will send it over to Toffoli. Zibanejad, Toffoli has it, fires in a save. And they threw it away again. Toffoli fires on, he missed the net. Bunting got the rebound. And he threw it away. And that will end the penalty. They had a couple chances, but did not score. Soderblom goes in behind the net. Gertzen sends it over. Appleton on the line, another save. Just painful to watch if you're a Royals fan. Lundstrom fires a big block. Gertzen saves. Somehow got that through. Zibanejad dropped it off to Foley. Stopped. Gertzen over to Appleton. Comes back. Gertzen will fire from distance. Took a deflection into the corner. Now to Foley. Sends it across to Bunting. Back to Foley. A shot stopped again, but they're not calling it a shot. Appleton save again. Now Zibanejad, save, rebound, gets it back on a second save made. Puck sitting on the line, and it bounced into the net. No goal, off the boards. See, Montreal is not even, I mean, they're getting shots, but they're all very, very poor. And I only expect this to get worse. Lundstrom, a save. I'm surprised Appleton didn't shoot it off the draw. He didn't have the tendency. A save, and it bounced in the net again. I mean, this is just a weird, wacky game that I don't really like. And the game's already over. There's a stop. Boston has it. And sitting on the line, it's up. It's an offside, delayed. Bunting has it and fires a save. They get the rebound. One more chance, another save. Period is over. An ugly one for the Royals. They were down 2-1 entering the second, but now it's effectively over with Boston leading at 5-1. We'll be back for the third after this. And, of course, I sent it to the period, so it's got to be an interval. All right, we'll be back. Montreal just totally lacks composure. We're going into the third. The game is over at this point. It's 5-1. Unless the Royals can get 4 quick goals, I don't think that's going to happen. Face off 1 to Bunting. They'll send it across to Foley. Toffoli, back to Bunting. Now back to Toffoli. He'll fire on and a save by Arvid Soderblom. Puck in the corner. Played up ahead, turned over. Appleton, back to Lundstrom. That took a bounce. And now Toffoli fires off the bar. And trying to settle it down as Lundstrom. Back to Appleton. He sends it across to Gertzen, a save. Here is Bunting. Sends it up to Zibanejad. He fires on. A save made by Soderblom. Sent up ahead. That took a weird bounce up along the line. It's won by Boston. Tolopillo to Foley. Up to Zibanejad. He'll look. He'll snap it. And he scores. 6-1. This is unbelievable what Boston is doing to Montreal. After getting an upset win on Monday, the Royals have returned to form completely. 50 seconds into the period. Now across to Foley, fires on a save. He loves that snapshot. Wow, Bunting took the immediate rebound. Gertzen over to Lundstrom. He'll look, he'll shoot a save. Bunting sends it up as a turnover. Drop back pass Appleton. A stop again. It's not like Montreal has lacked chances. I mean, they've just failed to finish them, while Boston, they're on one tonight. Face-off wound up on the line. It's 1 to Foley. Fires on a save. He loves that snapshot. Sent around to Bunting to Tolopillo. Played it to Bunting. Sends it up. Here's Zibanejad. Fires a save. .339 for the third. There's just not a whole lot you can say. They're missing passes. Now in the middle. Fires on. That one took a deflection. Zibanejad. Now Bunting to Zibanejad. Comes back to Bunting. Sends it over to Foley. Fires. Not even close. Now Gertzen across. It ends up in the corner. It keeps bouncing back to Appleton. Now Lundstrom has it. Shot blocked. Here's to Foley. Sends it up. He fires on a save. Got the rebound. Tapped it away. Appleton now threw it away to Toffoli, who then leaves it for Zibanejad to stop again. Man, Boston's really trying to rub this in. Bunting, Zibanejad, back across. He fires on a save by Reimer. Gertzen to the middle. Lundstrom blocked. And I'll tell you one thing, Montreal is not going back to this line combination after this. Appleton's got to go back to center. Because I have never seen a team beaten down this badly in this league. We've had some big blowout games, but nothing compared to this. Gertzen sends it up. Lundstrom will try again. A stop. Rebound. Save again. Toffoli sends it up to Zibanejad. Back to Toffoli. Snaps it. And a save. And what do you know? The puck's missing again. What do you know? There it is, I got it. A little bit of a quicker find this time. I mean, the game is over at this point. Boston leading it by 5. I believe the largest margin of victory in this league's history is 5. We've had a couple of those. New York beating Chicago 8-3, New York beating Boston 7-2. So right now this is tied with that. It's 6-1. Toffoli across, Bunting. Back to Toffoli. Bunting will fire on, and a save by Soderblom. Lundstrom, a quick chance again. They're just trying to get fast shots on at this point. Face off to Foley. To the middle, Tolopillo. Across to Bunting and a save. They'll keep it alive, though. Toffoli will give it to Zibanejad. It comes back to Foley sitting on the line, and Tolopillo will play it out. Toffoli sends it across to Bunting. It's back to Toffoli. He's got it. He fires and a save by Soderblom. And now Gertzen puts a quick shot on and hits the post. Rebound to save. Now Bunting. Bunting will try from long distance. What was that? And now it bounces away. They're saying not on the line. Great pass to Foley and a stop again. They'll put it in the corner in Boston. I'm surprised they're not entering time-killing mode yet. Now they're going to. Bunting, no, sub 7 passes now. Now here's 8, a shot blocked and out of bounds. Montreal started Reimer tonight and he got nailed. There is a good chance Arvid Soderblom is your starter in the next game. Gertzen across, but it came right back to Lundstrom. He'll fire a snapshot and a save. Rebound. That one got a piece. Bunting will play it up ahead to Foley. Boston in time kill at this point. Across. Now in the middle. It's sitting on the line and it's won by Boston. We are under a minute to go. Across. They'll keep passing. Now to Foley. A chance. Knocked away. Across. A chance for Appleton. A stop. Got the rebound. A second save. I mean, they're just throwing pucks on the net at this point. They're not even doing anything. Montreal. Here's Bunting. A chance and a save. I mean, at this point, if you're Montreal, do you sell more assets tonight? Because this is an embarrassing loss. Super embarrassing. There is a chance that you're out of the playoffs by next week. Boston going to kill some more time, knowing they're up by 5. Here's Toffoli. A chance and a save again by Soderblom. And they will kill some more time. Pass back to the goalie. I mean, why not let the goalie take a rip? Looks like they want him to. Tolopillo takes a rip at it and a stop. Up to Lundstrom, a shot save. They get the rebound. Gertzen on a stop. They'll go across. It's turned over. And that's the end of the game. An ugly one for the Royals. Tolopillo took a rip at it at the end. Just an embarrassing loss for the Montreal Royals, 6-1. And that's the first, really embarrassing loss under our new rules. Just a really bad game for them, and a great one for Boston. Big bounce back. They'll finally exit the ice after their convincing 6-1 victory tonight. The next game is Toronto, New York, hoping for a little more entertainment out of that one. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.